Energy vampires. How do you drain your energy? How do we drain our energy and become sick? Everything is energy. I'm going to talk to you today about how energy vampires work, how your energy fields work, and I'm going to do it so simply. This is something that you can gain control of right now and make decisions from this day forward as to whether or not you are going to drain your energy, allow it to be sucked by somebody else, energy vampires, or you understand what's really going on, you take control, and you energize yourself in a way that's going to empower you. Are you ready to go there? I think this is going to be interesting for you because I've never heard this anywhere. I got a download. I want to share it with you. I think we're going to have fun with this. Get ready. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through your fears. Could you imagine going through life without fear? You can do that. It's a thought. Fear is a thought. What? Yeah, a fear is a thought that you're choosing. Nobody else makes you do that. No, you're choosing the thought, and then you create it. This is part of your energy field. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. You have always existed, you always will. Everything's one thing. You are the one. You are the one in this form, and that form, and that form, and everything else. We are not separate from one another. This is an illusion so that we can experience everything that we can possibly be. The one is gathering as much information and experiences as possible. And by the way, that's endless. It never ends. But what you get to decide is what your personal energetic field experiences when you come into this as part of the one. All right? Now, if we knew all that we really were, we couldn't get to experience the pain, the sorrow, the triumphs, the challenges. Some people, well, I have this and that. I'm like, okay, now what are you going to do with that? Because when you believe that you have these things going on and it's negative, you don't know, you're not recognizing that you are the power that is changing everything and has chosen that. I didn't choose this. You absolutely did. And when you recognize that, boom, you can dissolve it. It really is that simple. And I could give you hundreds and hundreds of situations where that has happened. Now, we don't have time for the hundreds, so what I want to talk to you about in this video is that energy vampires are real, and people like Edgar Cayce, who died early because he was doing too many of his psychic sessions. Well, they're not psychic, but he went into these sessions where he was into a trance state, was unaware of what he was sharing in that trance, the information he was sharing. He was unaware. In fact, he was a very staunch Christian and sharing information about things like reincarnation that he as a human being didn't even believe in. All right, a little bit sort of like what Dolores Cannon's information she was getting through her hypnosis subjects. So if you don't know about Dolores Cannon, check it out. She was getting information from the other side about things that she didn't even know about. She was not a psychic or a channeler. Now, Edgar Cayce was getting information through himself on healing and everything else. What does that mean? That means that there's something out there, outside of these bodies, that we can access, that can heal, that can change things, that has all the answers, that knows the future, but also knows that we get to change that future. It is interchangeable at every split second. That was the one thing that he said, is that all of these things can change in a split second, and no one has that answer of what the future is. That's why I keep telling you, I'll give you the predictions. It's whatever we're choosing, and my prediction for myself will be different than somebody else who's choosing density. So these are all individual future predictions that we are participating in. So let's go back to the energy vampires. What is that? So you're choosing your energy, you're choosing your density, you're choosing your beliefs, your thoughts, and through that you actually create your reality. Edgar Cayce was told by the other side, of which he is, by the way, that wasn't something separate from him. He was actually up there in his higher self, because we're not separate. There's no master telling you something and you're not participating in that. You're in that space too with them, all right? And so actually communicating with yourself. Okay, that's another video. So what happens is, obviously, no one can drain your energy, because if we're one energy, it's just a sort of a concentration of the same energy, right? It's concentrations of one energy. Here's what energy vampires are, and this can be real. This can be real if you allow it, all right? Nobody does this without your permission. Edgar Cayce was told that if he gave too many readings in one day, that it was a detriment to his health, and he should do no more than, I think it was like, maybe, let's say 2 or 3 or 4. He was doing like 8, 10, you know, he was 20. I mean, he was doing like crazy amounts of readings every day thinking he was helping people, which he was. But he was told not to. Why? Because we're still human beings. And so being a human means we're in a dense body. So even though we are all powerful, we're in a dense body. So what he was doing, and here's the key. I think you're going to love this. This is the download I got. Why was that? Why was it his body being depleted? I mean, how is that possible? If he's connecting to the ultimate power, why was this body taking a toll on that? All right, because when you expand your energy out, you are actually disconnecting, not totally, I shouldn't say disconnecting. You're expanding outward from your physical body. All right, so he was actually pushing his energy out further and further and further, giving less attention to the physical body. And he was actually connecting more out there than he was in here, to a point where he left. Okay? So it's not that it depleted his energy. I think he became more powerful, and his energy was not giving attention to the physical body anymore. Now, here's what energy vampires are. I'm going to take that a little further. Here's what energy vampires are. When you have an energy field and you have a negative energy that comes in and is draining you, you have to expose yourself to it to allow it. All right? So like somebody can actually invade your energy field, but no one can drain your energy without you allowing it. So if you are in a lower frequency, you're going to be affected by that. You're going to resonate with that. All right? So what you want to do is you just raise your frequency, and so you're no longer communicating with it anymore. All right? So when you go to high frequency, you are now experiencing the probabilities within that. All right? So the energy vampire thing is like, how can somebody drain your energy when we're all one energy? It's just a concentration of energy that's happening, and your physical body. So it cannot be drained or sucked from you unless you're allowing it. You go into fear, you believe it, and you're focusing or putting any attention on this. So when somebody says that, you know, there's an energy vampire, I'm like, so what is this, another person? Why are you giving it any attention? So I shut it down, you know. So if somebody is like, I'm not here to save somebody. I'm here to teach and empower you to do it yourself. So don't be saying, I have to have a personal discussion with you. Hey, listen, I have 2,000 some videos. If you can't, you know, get some guidance from that. And by the way, LandriaOnkka.com has master classes on just about every subject, and I keep adding more classes and master classes there. I'm going to have a monthly miracle circle. You guys know that, those of you who are in it, I shut it down. We bring our energy fields together, and we focus on nothing but light and the higher frequency. So we start to clear out the negativity, and we focus as a group on the things that each of us are looking to clear up or send to another person or global things. So we're raising our frequency and we're powering up. So nobody can permeate that. So how can somebody be an energy vampire if you're powered up into this space of, unconditional love is like the highest frequency. Nobody can drain that. So this energy vampire and, you're into all this stuff. You must be doing something or focusing on something that takes you into that space where you believe somebody has some kind of power over you, and you have to actually focus into that negative field. Even if you don't like it, you still have to have a focus on it to participate in that lower frequency, right? No, even if you're thinking, I don't like this, I'm a higher being. If you're going into that space at all, you are now entangled with what somebody else who is negative may have real powerful, abilities. They have maybe no obstacles between them and what they want to do, but they're doing it on a lower frequency. That can totally feel like your energy is being drained because you are a human being. All right, so that physically, if you allow it in your space, it's going to affect your cells and everything within your body, because you're going into, you're intermingling, you're entangled with that energy field. That's the only way it can happen, because we're one energy that has the power of the universe flowing through us. We get to choose anything within it. Edgar Cayce was told, you're a human being, you're overdoing this. In other words, he was going out, giving, and focusing his energy field in all these other spaces and not himself. All right, so this is why we have to take care of ourselves and meditate and keep this healthy and my energy field clean. Well, he was going into all of these spaces and depleting his physical dense body. That's all he was doing. And he had a warning. His power was off the charts. But again, never forget that you're a physical human being and that you're always in control of what's going on within your body. So all your thoughts, what you expose yourself to, is affecting your body. And so when somebody comments on my channel and says, "Oh, Landria, I have all these physical things," I'm like, yeah, and I can tell why you have them, because this is all you're talking about. Poor me, and you don't know what it's like. And I'm thinking, okay, get ready. You're going down. You're going down because this is what you're focused on. Poor little me. I'm all these things. This has happened to me. No, you have done it. All of it. This is a tough thing, and I know some people get very upset because they're like, I would never do that. There is a learning and a spiritual evolution that comes from that. It's amazing. It's not good nor bad, but if you're done with it, let it go. You don't have to be ill. You don't have to think somebody. Try it. Go ahead, try it on somebody who's functioning on a higher frequency. Talk to the hand. Even the Dalai Lama said, if there's negative energy in the room, walk away. He didn't say, oh, go ahead and send your blessings, which I do. I always say, you know what? I send blessings to all those who choose awakening, who choose answers, who choose health, who are choosing to change their lives. I send them that power. I send them that power of love, and the rest is up to them, because we all are in this field of unconditional, unlimited love, creation, manifestation. When you get that, everything in your life will change. Energy vampire, it's a story you're telling yourself. And so you have to say, what am I giving? What am I giving my energy? I have to give it on that lower frequency for that to even happen. It has to be on a lower frequency. All right? And stuff happens as human beings. Stuff will happen as human beings. And some of this is purposeful that we've chosen. So again, you're not here to have the answers for everything. I just know when a challenge comes, that's my opportunity to raise my frequency again. Because no matter how high you go, stuff's going to show up. It just won't be a problem anymore. It's just not a big deal. Oh, this happened. Oh, yay. Good. Here we go, because this is now another, transformation of what's not working. And that's what our planet's going through right now. And if you see it as negativity, then you're going to deplete your whole energy field. You're going to be giving it away. It doesn't really go away. You're going to deplete it because you have a focus, you personally have a focus on the negativity of it. You see nothing positive about what's going on, and that this is the transformation. This is the evolution of the planet. It's happening. Nothing to fear, because you're always in control of your experience. 100%. 100%. Not as a separate being, but as the power of the universe that gets to make that choice. So, do you have somebody, you feel like somebody's negative or whatever? Why are you staying around it? Is it a spouse? Is it truly that negative, or are you just like criticizing and judging? That may be your own negative field, and then you're creating your own negativity through your own thoughts about that situation. So there's nobody who can take your energy from you. That is just a load of crap, because energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It's just a shift of a belief, and you're doing it. That means, so if you believe, if you become hopeless, what do? We become sick. We have no energy, right? And then you stop taking care of yourself, and all these things go to, and then your energy field goes down because you're not connecting to the power of which you are. Just a choice. That's all it is. It doesn't go away. You're just choosing within it. I hope this was helpful. Come on over and take one of my courses on landriaonkka.com. Go in there, and if you're in my Manifest Anything free email list, which is down in the description, or you can sign up off of landriaonkka.com, free email list, Manifest Anything. And every week I give you whatever course that I have a special deal going. I give you all of the codes for discounts. I make announcements there, and every week you get something a little bit different from me than what I do here. Shorter videos, and we sort of focus on things. Any of you who are looking to get new skills and start creating your own life, just get out of the box. Get out of the box. Nothing has power over you. I'm going to do something. Yeah, talk to the hand, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you can't do this. You should. No, you should. No, you should. Don't tell me what to do. This is my life, my energy field, and this is when we empower ourselves. This is when we know if something's right for us. It doesn't matter what somebody else thinks. Sometimes you just have to experience something, and they'll say, "Oh, you failed." No, I didn't. I'm expanding. There's no such thing as failure. So if you go try something and it doesn't work out the way you thought it would, it's not over. Then it's just learning to the next amazing step in expansion. Get that out of your head. There's no such thing as failure. It's impossible. You're always learning. That's always a positive thing. But you're not going to learn if you sit on your ass on the couch eating Cheetos and telling yourself that the world is a horrible place. Poor little me. Great. All right. That's your choice. It's not mine. I won't be sitting on the couch with you, by the way. All right, please subscribe. If you are already subscribed, go check and see if you're subscribed. People are telling me they're being unsubscribed and they didn't do it. What's up with that? Who cares? I'm not going to focus on it. Go ahead and subscribe, and then please share these videos. We're here to have an amazing time, and it's wonderful. And we're going to look back and go, whoa, woo, hair on fire, right? You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.